All right, so we finally have our first trailer for The Last of Us Season 2. We've been greatly anticipating this. I'm going to break it down with you. Really excited. We see a lot of different glimpses, and so let's just dive right into this thing. So first off, we have the opening shot. Of course, this is the dance scene, and it looks absolutely incredible. It looks just like the game. They've done a great job. Of course, the first season was super faithful to the first game, and so I'm not shocked to see this, but it's really cool when you see these moments that are iconic from the games, and you see them do it in real life, and so we have this shot here. Next, we get a cool glimpse at Ellie's tattoo. I really love that they are keeping this. It felt like a little bit part of the game, but it never really was dove into that much. It felt like it was more of a thing when we first got our trailers and glimpses for the part 2. But here we can see again, she covered it with acid. She got it tattooed. It's really cool. That looks great. And then we get this glimpse of this character. I don't know who this is. It's the actress from Schitt's Creek. I have no idea who she is. Maybe she's Joel's love interest. That's a possibility. I don't know. If you guys know who it is, hit me up in the comment section down below as to who you guess this is. It looks like she's taking the place of Tommy in this scene. This looks like the opening scene that Joel had with Tommy in the game, but here it's this lady who I assume maybe that makes sense that she would be Joel's love interest. I have no idea. I have no idea who she is. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you know who this person is. And then of course we see Joel here, very upset, and then we get this glimpse of I don't think that's Bella. Is this Abby in her watching her spoilers? Sorry if you don't know her, but her father die. I can't tell if this is Abby or if this is Ellie because she's screaming and sort of distorts her face. I think it's Abby, but I could be completely wrong. Let me know. But obviously, whoever this is, distressed, laying on a bed. It looks like they're in a hospital. And so I think this is Abby. Either that or it's a flashback with Ellie and her having PTSD. But no, I think it's Abby. And then we have this sweet shot here. When I've heard a little bit about this shot and was kind of confused because I was like, I don't know what that would be or what it's from, because in the game this obviously never happened, but we see a giant horde heading towards Jackson, and so it looks like Jackson is defending themselves from the horde. I've got a couple theories to that. I assume maybe they're making that big action set piece with Joel and Abby and Tommy a lot bigger, and you see this horde of zombies actually have a giant action sequence in Jackson where the horde ends up at Jackson and you see them fending them off. I think that could be a really cool action set piece. I feel like they're gonna up the action 1,000 times for this round for this season, but again, this looks pretty cool. It looks like a cool battle, and of course we get our first glimpse at Tommy. He's looking great, got the rifle, fending off Jackson from the horde, and then we get our first look at the scars, and they look absolutely great. They look terrifying, they look creepy. I love the lighting in the forest. They filmed this in British Columbia. These parts of the show that take place in Seattle, because obviously Vancouver and that very similar vibe to Seattle if you know the landscape, and so this looks really, really great. One of my favorite action set pieces from the game is when you're playing as Ellie and you're fighting them in the forest, and it looks like that's what this scene is. And then we have, I assume, is our first glimpse at Yara. I'm not 100% sure who this actress is, but upon first look, I would assume that's who she's playing. I could be wrong. She looks distraught, though, in the dark, maybe from escaping. And then we get a great glimpse of Bella as Ellie going to town on some people. I assume some unfortunate wolves that she's running into, seeking after her revenge, and this is great. And then we get a great shot of the Canadian Rockies, of course, looking down on Jackson, and this looks great. The environment that they're filming this in is perfect for these locations. Like, it's so cool that this is a real shot. This isn't green screen, this isn't fake, this is actually real, and this is a great shot of, I assume, Abby overseeing Jackson. That's what it looks like to me. And then we get Jeffrey Wright, and this is a character that I hope they dive into a lot more. That Isaac was a really interesting character, really cool, and we barely got any glimpses of him. And so I hope that they flesh him out a little bit more, judging that this part 2 is going to be 3 different seasons. I think he could be a really cool villain, a really interesting character. Jeffrey Wright's a great actor, and it's awesome to see him reprise his role here because he was perfect. Then we get a great glimpse of Caitlin Dever as Abby crawling under the fence of the infected. Again, we know where this scene is leading to, but it's really cool to see. She looks great as Abby, by the way. I wasn't sure how I would feel about it, but she looks really, really awesome. I wonder if she's got the gun. She's wearing the coat, so we can't tell how beefed up she is. But really excited to see her, as Abby's one of my favorite characters. And then we see a patrol running, not sure who that is. And then we get a great shot of one of my favorite set pieces, one of the coolest pieces from part 2, and that's when you're underground as Ellie, the red lights, having the infected and the wolves chase you, and we see that action sequence here, and she looks absolutely terrified. And then we get a great glimpse of a clicker. They look terrifying. The prosthetics look great. You gotta love it. Wonder if they'll include the Rat King. And then we get just one more glimpse of Joel, who looks very distraught and emotional. So that's our first glimpse at the teaser. Let me know what you think. Head down to the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts. Does this raise your excitement? How are you feeling about it? Who do you think that woman is? Do you know who she is? Please let me know, because I would love to know. Is she Joel's love interest? Is she somebody else? It can't be Maria. So let me know in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that junk, and I will see you guys in the next one.